Hi there, welcome to the next video in Amazon Selling Hustle. In this video, we are going to talk about sourcing your listing photos. Let's get right into it. So sourcing your listing photos, I'm going to talk about actually sourcing your photos from Fiverr or from, again, any freelance site that offers the service. I'll talk in more detail about photos and creating and the photos that you'll want when we actually get to the section for creating your listing. But in this video, I just want to show you how to talk to your Fiverr freelancer and what photos to ask for and how to ask for them. So we'll go through that right now as far as the outsourcing of it, fiverr.com. And so the technique I use when I'm looking for photos for my product, let's say I've ordered my product and I've asked my factory to send me a sample, or even if you don't want a sample, you can ask your factory first and foremost to send you stock photos. Okay, ask for stock photos. Hopefully they have some. Now you can keep those in. Let's say they send you 5 stock photos. I don't like to use stock photos in my listing, or at least not for very long, but I will put them in my listing to ensure that my listing goes live as soon as it arrives, because I don't want my listing waiting for me to get photography done for my listing. So I do want my listing to go live. If they have stock photos, I will use them. I definitely will be cautious if I feel there's any chance that something could be trademarked with the photo, because you don't want to use trademark photos. You can get in trouble for that. You can also be sued for that. So be careful about that. And sometimes some Alibaba reps, they just use whatever image they find on the internet. And so you have to be careful about that. But let's say the images they have, the stock ones they have, are okay. Remember, your main image, what is our theme? Let's go to Amazon here. So we'll use what we've been using, exercise ball and hidden camera. We'll use hidden camera on this one. Hidden camera. Your main image has to be the main product and a white background. So let's say they send you your main product, but it's on a table. They just took a snap of it for you. You can go on your iPhone and download what's called a magic eraser or a Photoshop option, and you can use that eraser to erase the background and turn the background of your photos white and just leave the product itself. There's a lot of cool tools that do it automatically. You just click on it and it completely erases the background, leaving the main image. So look into that. Now let's say you have a white main image. You can just put the one photo. Now your listing will be able to go live. So now let's get into the product photos that we want to source from a freelancer on, let's say, Fiverr. So the first thing I'm going to look up is product photography. Comes up Amazon product photography. You can search that, or you can just search product photography. There's 2 types of photography. There's authentic or real photography, where they'll actually take a picture of a real product. And then there is Photoshop photography, where they'll take your product and Photoshop it into different images and onto different people or into different scenarios, or whatever the case may be. So you have Photoshop or you have real authentic. Okay. Some people prefer real authentic. It sells more. Again, your number one goal with your image is to get people attracted to your listing. So you want your image to be crisp. You want it to stand out. You want it to draw people into clicking on your listing. And the image is what does that. So once you've typed in Amazon product photography, next thing you want to do is you want to look through all these freelance artists, look at their price. Now, what I usually recommend is I usually recommend budget around $100 plus or minus. You know, if you want to go down to 50 for your first one and just get a couple images, that's fine. If you want to spend $100 and get some really good images, do so. I feel that the better your images are, the more you invest into that, the better chance you are going to have more traffic to your listing. Therefore, your listing is going to rank higher because you're going to sell more products and it'll pay for itself. So once you're on there, start looking through different listings. She does Amazon photography, so she's a photographer. She will need your product, so you will have to send her a product. She will then do photos, live photos of your product, and you'll be good to go. She charges upwards $800 for her basic package is $100, and you get, what do you get for $100 with you? You get a written product description. Written Amazon listings only includes 5 bullets. You don't need that. You don't need a product description. 100 words, you don't need any of that. I'll show you how to do that. So we'll skip her because she's selling stuff that we don't actually want. We just want photography. I will professional product photography for Amazon. I will shoot professional. Here we go. And you can always do this stuff yourself. There are some great YouTube videos on how to do your own white box for under $20. Remember, the Amazon Seller Central app has a feature in it for doing photography. I'll tell you what it's called right now. I'll just jump on there. At the very bottom, it's called, let's see here, click the 3 lines. It's called Product Photo Studio. See it there? I don't know if you can see it right at the bottom. Oh, Product Photo Studio. So you can use that feature. You can take photos with it. I believe what it does is it offers, it allows you to whiten the image in the background. It doesn't allow you to erase anything, but if the background is shot in a white background, it'll allow you to make that image and then it'll evaluate it and let you know if it's good for Amazon's main image, which is a nice feature too. So look into that. So now we're on this person's site. They charge up to $1,000, but for $25 for their basic, they will do for you 1 image, high resolution for commercial usage. So a high resolution image, that's all you need. Now let's talk about the breakdown. So this person I would reach out to, $25, that's a fair price. They'll do a professional shoot with your product. So I'm talking about, we're talking about a real authentic shoot of your product. They will do that for you. And so your breakdown is this of the photos that you want. I recommend, okay, if you were to maximize everything, let's say each one is $25, try to get 3 main images. Main images should be shot straight ahead, angle shot of your image, and an all-inclusive shot. And this is an all-inclusive shot right here where they kind of show you everything that comes with the actual sale. Okay, so a front shot or a straight ahead shot is essentially what it is. Your product looking kind of direct at the main feature of the product, so flat they call it. Angle is if I'm slightly turned. You can see a little bit of the sides and the left side and this side scenario. So you want 3 images and all of those on a white background. And those are your main images. So let's say that's $75 there. Then try to get 2 action photos. I always say this, sex sells, but really at the end of the day, you just want it to be beautiful. Again, you want the listing to attract people to your product. The reality is, ladies in images sell better than the men in the images. It's just a fact of the images on Amazon. Girls only is usually what I say. If you're going to use a model, have that as an option. 2 action photos. So we'll look over here. Let's see if there's, so here's an action photo. Shows a guy running, shows the motion texture detecting it. Here's another action photo of, where was it? Right here. That's not the greatest action photo. Those are kind of placement photos. Placement is considered action. It's just where it is. But action is like usage. If you're selling backpacks, it's somebody wearing it. If you're selling socks, it's somebody with it on their foot doing something with it. If you're selling shoes, it's somebody with a sock playing a sport, or with the shoe with your shoe on, playing the sport, playing the sport in it, playing a sport in it. Let's see if there's any action. I'll look for some here. Here's a action photo. There we go. So here's 4 action photos, and then the product is hidden. Well, not hidden, but it's right there. So in each one, let's see if you can see the product. So this is just a camera to censor all that. So that's just an action photo. Here's another action photo showing the product, capturing all this stuff. Okay, and this particular camera, I guess, shoots it right to the phone. So you'll want to get 2 action photos if you can. Now, your listing can take up to, I believe it's 7 photos that you can upload onto your listing. So you'll want to maximize the amount of photos that you have on there. Definitely 6 photos. If you can get 6 photos, that's perfect. A badge photo is it highlights your bonus offers, your guarantee, your rating, any special features that your listing has. So this is a badge photo right here. Their main image has a badge on it, and the badge is indicating that this device has full HD 1080. See if this person has any other badges. These are considered zoom ins. So those circles are considered zoom ins. And then any other badges. Let's go look at another listing here. Badges are great. Badges with like a guarantee. If you like, Amazon offers the 30-day money back guarantee. Here's some more badges right here. This is a best-selling listing. Okay, so it's got a badge for iOS feature. It's got a badge for whatever that means. It's got a badge for Windows. It's got a badge for Wi-Fi. Okay, those are all great badge images. Okay, product. Okay, that's a badge right there. 1-year warranty guarantee. There's a badge right there. So these are excellent. You want a couple badge images, or actually one. I put one on here, but you could even say 2 would be good. So now you're at 75, 125, 150. If you get 2, 175. And then a feature advantage benefit photo, or a title photo is also known as a title photo. So now you'll go, a title photo is something like that, a feature advantage benefit. So the feature is it's magnetic, it's got a hook, it's got a mirror, adaptable head accessories for functional use. That's kind of the benefit. Okay, it's written in there right here, 100% high quality. There's a benefit. Lifetime help support, another benefit. Points right there. Let's see if we can find another listing that has kind of some better. And your listing actually gets rated when you actually, and a lot of people don't know that, but their listings actually get rated with a score, an LQS score, a listing quality score. And the photos have a lot to do with that. Those are some great badges there. Little action photo right there. Okay, that's a great placement action photo. Somebody's using that pen right there. Okay, feature advantage benefit, nothing there. So I want to find a good feature advantage benefit photo. So, I mean, if you can find one listing that has it all, usually what I do is when I reach out to the freelancer, I'll send them a link of my competitor's listing that has some excellent photos. And I'll tell the freelancer that I want to get my images. Can you do my images? I want them to be better than these images. And we'll have a conversation about what I like and what I want and all the details. They just like to chat. You can chat back and forth, and have a conversation. If you're going to spend a lot of money with these freelancers, definitely talk to them, and communicate exactly what you want. So here we go. Here's a feature advantage benefit photo. You're going to have to provide the information, but they will then Photoshop it right onto your photos for you, place your product into the photos. And this is a perfect feature advantage benefit photo. Is it zoomable? Yes, it is. So you can zoom in, spy camera, So they're almost bullet points that are built right into the photo. Love it. This looks fantastic. Fantastic. Okay, so that's a great. So now I'm looking. There's a complete kind of everything you get. Action photos there. No, this is like, so some people do singular action with one. I like these kind of 4-in-1 deals where they've they've done a collage of photos with multiple actions. So this particular listing, let's see what kind of listing quality score this particular listing has gotten. Come on, Jungle Scout, let's go. Doesn't want to load up for me right now. Here we go. Okay, so not too high. He's got a 5. So room to improve. This one's got an 8. Let's take a look at this one. There we go. So this person's got an 8. There we go. Nice and clear. Nice badges on the side. There's a instructional photo. There's an action photo. Ooh, I don't know what that is. Never seen anything like that before. It's pretty kind of goofy looking. I wouldn't read that. Feature advantage benefit photo. So bullet point photo also known as, and then just more. It's almost like an ad that you'd see in like a newspaper. These are fully optimized, so we'll talk about all that in the next video. But I honestly actually prefer the photos of the prior one, this one right here. So I would take this link, copy this link, head over to Fiverr. When I'm talking to this person and telling them that I want 5 photos or 7 photos, and these are the photos that I want, I'm going to send them this link, and I'm going to screenshot each of those photos, and then I'm going to send them to this person. I'm going to tell them I want my product to be better than this one. Can you do it? Can we do this and this and this? So it's going to take a little bit of collaborating with your freelancer. Uh, but the more time you put into it, the more you'll get out of your listing. That's for sure. And again, $25 per photo is fair price. Um, I don't know what they're charging when they get up to $995, but this is for a professional shoot. You can find so like you can find people on here that will do product photos and do Photoshop, and you can get the price down. If you only want to spend $5 a photo, you can find people that will do $5 a photo for you. They'll do like 7 photos for you, Photoshop style, for $50. That was what I did with my um, very first listing. Is I could not afford to spend $100 or $25 per photo. I just didn't want to. Remember, these prices are in U.S. currency. So here's $5. This guy's starting at $5. He'll do product photo for you. Most of it is done. I will produce. So when he says produce, he is saying that he will Photoshop it and give you perfect photos. So that is perfectly Photoshopped. That's a nice image of your main product. I like the brand. You can see the brand clearly there. So this is a Photoshop guy. So ℂ𝕠𝕒𝕠𝕒𝕠𝕒 is photo. He's got 1,000 reviews. He's got perfect rating. I'd reach out to this guy if you just want to spend $5 a photo. There you go. He'll give you 4 images, 4 white background product only images for $5. That is a deal. So there you go. So you can get already killed 2 birds with 1 stone. You can get all 4 of your main images. You can ask him to do some action photos for you. I'm sure they're in his samples here. You can ask them to do some feature advantage benefit photos and put some bullets. So there's some action. You can do collage for you. They'll Photoshop your image into celebrities' hands if you want them in celebrities' hands. You can't use celebrities on your actual Amazon listing, but they do amazing things with Photoshop. These guys are experts. He obviously has done Amazon products before. I've seen some in these listings. So there you have it. Like, these are great photos, and very, very affordable. All right, guys. Uh, so make sure when you do get to the point of needing photos that you get on that kind of right away. Once you have your product ready to go, don't worry about your product having your brand on it. If you have your logo and you have a transparent image of your logo, that's all you'll need. Um, you can get your product. If you can get a sample of your product and you want live photos, get a sample of your product shipped direct to the person who's going to take live photos. If you're hiring somebody from your local neighborhood, you can do that as well. You can have the product sent yourself, bring it over to them. There are 100 people, hundreds of people locally that are also freelancers. You don't have to just use Fiverr. Fiverr is just great for these deals. Like for $5, you can get all 4 photos Photoshop for you. Super fast, super effective, emailed right to you. You'll probably have it in a day or two. So you want to make sure that you get this step done as soon as you have your products ordered, and as soon as you can get if you're going to do photography, as soon as you can get one in your hand. If you're not going to get a sample, just get Photoshop. Just get those done right away. Last thing is, if your factory gives you some stock images, take those stock images and send them to the person who's going to do some Photoshop. It'll help them out by taking your product and actually using your stock images. All right, guys, thanks for watching this video, and we will see you in the next video.